Hi everyone, welcome to IGCSE Chemistry with the chemistry dude Abu Kai. Today I'll be discussing electroplating. Electroplating is a technique used for protecting vulnerable metals that can corrode, for example, steel and so forth. Metals that are easily corroded, we can electroplate those metals with less corrosive metals so that they can be protected from moisture and oxygen. Electroplating is also used to improve the appearance of less attractive metals like steel and so forth. So you may electroplate a steel spoon with silver or gold, if you like, okay, to improve the appearance of that spoon. Okay, so three main important things when looking at electroplating of an object. The object to be electroplated is always used as your cathode. Therefore, it is attached to the negative terminal of your battery. Okay, so in this case, my spoon is the object to be electroplated. I will attach my spoon, my steel spoon in this case, my steel spoon. I will attach it to the negative terminal of my battery, so my steel spoon will become my cathode. My anode will be the metal to be electroplated onto my steel spoon. So that metal, I will attach it to the positive terminal of my battery so that it becomes positively charged and it's my anode. The third thing is the solution. The electrolyte solution must contain the ions that make up the atoms in my anode. What that means is that if my anode is a silver metal, then my electrolyte must have silver atoms. If it's gold metal, if my anode is gold, then my electrolyte must have gold ions. Okay, so how does this electrolysis process work in electroplating? So the first thing is to understand those three fundamentals, I like to call them. One, the object to be electroplated must always be your cathode. The object that you want to electroplate onto it must be your anode. So the plating metal must always be your anode. The metal to be plated onto should always be your cathode. Your electrolyte should always be ions of your anode. So if your anode is silver, your electrolyte must be a salt that contains silver, in this case, silver nitrate. Now, the atoms of my anode, they will first give up electrons. They will first lose electrons to form ions. So here, for example, silver, my silver atoms there, they will lose electrons to form silver ions there, okay? And this is the half equation that represents the reaction that takes place at my anode. So it's Ag, silver atoms, minus one electron goes to form silver ions, okay? Now the electrons that are lost will travel through the circuit, follow the arrows, will travel through the circuit from the anode to the cathode there. Now at the cathode, the silver ions in solutions will move to the cathode, to the surface of the cathode, and they will accept an electron at the surface of the cathode to form the silver atom. So this silver ion and others will move to the surface of my spoon, my steel spoon that is used as my cathode. They will move to the surface of my steel spoon and they will accept an electron to form a silver atom on the surface of my steel spoon, thus coating my steel spoon surface. Okay, so my steel spoon surface will be coated with silver, and that is basically what silver plating is all about. So the appearance of my steel spoon will be improved because it would look more attractive, more shiny, more attractive. Also, my silver spoon would be susceptible to rust, but when coated with, my steel spoon would be susceptible to rust, but when coated with silver, it's not going to be, it will not rust because silver is not susceptible to rust. So we've done two things with my steel spoon here. I've made it more attractive by silver plating it, but I also I've protected my steel from rusting by coating it with silver. The reaction at my cathode there is my silver ion Ag plus ions, my Ag plus ions, these ions there, they will move to my cathode and accept an electron from my cathode. That is the electron that traveled from anode to cathode, okay, to form the silver atom. Okay, and these silver atoms is what will coat and plate um, my cathode. Okay, so that's it. That's all there is to know about electroplating of a metal. Again, the metal to be electroplated should always be your cathode. The metal to be electroplated with should always be your anode, and your electrolyte should always be a solution that contains ions of your anode. Thank you very much. I hope you found this beneficial. Until we meet again next time.